Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. I really appreciate you all. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers. If you want to be a part of that, make sure that you subscribed and you comment. You have subscribed and you comment. Thank you. If you do want to book with me also, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. I do not solicit anybody. So thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you. And today we're going to ask, what do you need to know right now? We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Take a moment, figure out which one feels right to you, and we will move on to our gorgeous pile number 1s. So pile number 1, my gorgeous angels. What do you need to know right now? What do you need to know right now? 9 of Swords. 3. I feel like you're being asked to take some kind of action towards your future. 3 of Wands is being future focused, focusing on what you want to manifest. The Sword is about truth. It's about integrity. It's about thought. And the Knight is about action. So I feel like there's some kind of actions that you should use your head with towards your future. We have the Page of Cups and the Page of Cups. It can be about communicating, about feelings. It can be a call to go do some emotional maturing, because we'll see what other ones that come out. World. Okay, I have some very good news for you. With the World, like, there's an opportunity for you to end negative cycles. There's an opportunity for things to be very, very much better for you. There is some kind of real, genuine, significant success that is on the horizon for you. Clarity on the Page of Cups. Page of Cups can sometimes be an apology card, but I feel like sometimes we're the master of our emotions, and sometimes we're at the mercy of them. So sometimes that can be the case too. Okay. That explains a lot. So with the 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups is a lot of options, a lot of choices, but not every option or choice is going to give you what you want. So you do have a choice that will lead to significant success, but I feel like you need to be taking some kind of logical action towards something long term. Yeah. And you need to be able to discern what choice is going to bring you this success, because this is about emotional clarity. This is the Page of Cups. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. So you got options, but not every option is going to lead you to what you want. You should be very focused on what a long-term goal. And this long-term goal is something that has the potential to bring you a lot of prosperity, a lot of security. Clarity on the Knight of Swords. Blessings, clarity, innocence, joy. So I feel like feel like the universe has a bunch of blessings that are just lined up for you. But you do need to be able to discern the right choice. But we got 10 of Pentacles, which is security, abundance. We have the Sun, which is joy, blessings, innocence, happiness. We have the World, which is like ending negative cycles, having, really succeeding. So like success, success, success. So in your choices, think about your long-term success. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands doesn't necessarily just wait for things to happen. Like, queens are more receptive than kings. Kings tend to be more action-oriented. But the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles also just fell out, and I felt like I needed to take it. The Queen of Wands goes after what she's passionate about. The Queen of Wands acts in leadership in their life. We have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is, again, kings are a little bit more proactive than queens. They're both the decision makers. So I feel like there's gonna be, is this somebody else in your life? I feel like this is you. I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to go after a lot of abundance. You're going to have an opportunity to like think about what you want in the long term and like use proactive action, like to go after it. And we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, this is a little bit of a warning, especially in alignment with the Seven of Cups right here. Like, there is a chance that you will pass up your success. Maybe it won't look like what you thought it was going to, but there's, looking at things and just being, unhappy with other things and then having a golden opportunity. So I think that the universe is trying to warn you that they're teeing up a lot of significant success for you, but you have to recognize it. You have to take it. We have the Four of Wands that just flew out of the deck. Should I take this one? Because we had these two cards also come out. We had the Moon and the Four of Pentacles. So this is a block. This is a block. This can be a block. So I see you having significant happiness, being able to make, with your passion, make something, a long-term goal or dream happen. Something that can bring a lot of happiness and stability. But you're going to have to be able to discern what matters and what doesn't. You're going to need to not be so focused on things that don't matter as much that you miss out on the opportunity. And there is nothing wrong with wanting abundance, but the King of Pentacles comes from a place of abundance, and the Four of Pentacles thinks that they're the King of Pentacles. They really do, but they're just so afraid to lose. They don't let things flow. They either hold on too tightly or hold back too much. And this can very much be due to fears, things that are going on below the surface. Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords can be, people who don't act fair, but it also can be sabotage, and it can also be self-sabotage. And I feel like you're being set up for a lot of success. But Your fears absolutely can self-sabotage you here. Can keep you from taking the right offer, can keep you from maybe releasing something that isn't the right thing for you, so that, you know, you can actually get the abundance. Like, there is a saying that's, you know, I want to say, like, penny smart, pound foolish. And I feel like sometimes, like, there's a need to, you know, there's like, don't hold too much back, or don't hold, like, let things flow. Because I feel like that is kind of what is potentially in the way of your success, which is a quite significant amount of success, which is actually going to be a quite significant amount of clarity as well, joy. I feel like there's an aspect where, you know, you gotta let things flow. Anything that doesn't want to stay, let it go. Anything that doesn't, you know, but the things that are offering you something, and, you know, maybe it's not what you expected, but it ends up, I feel like you have an opportunity to really get given a gift that is absolutely perfect for you, but you have to discern that is the thing that is perfect for you, and it is going to be towards your long-term goals. So I can tell you that you are capable of being successful at your long-term goals, but there is a need to not have your fear keep you from letting things flow, not have your fear let you sabotage yourself, not have you be so disenchanted with something that you don't take another opportunity. What do you need to know right now? Seek out adventure. Adventure happens when you try something a little bit new. Grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. So I feel like there is a need to ground yourself, be responsive to, you know, the reality around you. Tarot protection. I feel like the universe is protecting you. I feel like the universe is, yeah, it's just, the universe is protecting you, but you can sabotage the universe's plan for you. And that doesn't mean that you don't have any free will. It actually means that you do have free will. But I think we have an ability for you to ground, get blessings, do something that is a little bit out of what your usual box might be. Family, explore your sacred root system. We have that Four of Wands. We have family. Four of Wands sometimes can be a marriage card. I'm not feeling like this is mostly a love reading, though. I feel like maybe there's going to be some exploration into your roots. We have the King of Wands and the Cloud. I feel like there's something that's, maybe there's something about your roots that is obscuring your vision. So I feel like there is an ability for you to be proactive, because the King of Wands, like the Queen of Wands, goes after what they want, goes after what they are passionate about. But the Cloud is there because there is some kind of obscurity. And we have family here. I mean, there could be some kind of obscurity into your own roots, or maybe there is something regarding how you were raised, how you were brought up, that doesn't allow, that makes it hard for you, maybe even just to see your success. But significant success, significant, a need to take action, significant blessings. Like, there is a lot of good things that are happening for you. But there is also a need for you to, navigate your own fear. We've got nurture. We have moving forward and maybe like taking people with you. Because we have the bus. It is the London bus, double-deckers, so maybe that is significant for somebody. And we have the shoe, which is about taking one step forward. So the universe wants you to focus on some kind of long-term goal, and really like ground that in reality, because it is something that you absolutely can be successful. But there's, there may be things that you're not happy about. There may be things that you don't want to let go of. But I feel like there's a call for some kind of flow, and kind of like the universe wants you to know that you're protected in going after what this is. So I hope that this helps. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment. If you want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. Thank you. I appreciate you as always. And it's time for pile number 2. Pile number 2, my gorgeous angels. What do you need to know right now? What do you need to know right now, pile 2? What do you need to know right now? 5 of Wands. Ooh, 4 of Pentacles. Got the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the Empress, and the 5 of Swords. All right, you're clearly dealing with some conflict. If you're not dealing with conflict, this is not your pile. Feel free to choose another one. We have the Empress. The Empress can be a mother figure, but the Empress is also the feminine, with the most figured out. It can be an extremely creative person, but we have like 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is like holding on too tightly or holding back too much. I feel like it's not necessarily you, but I feel like you're not receiving generosity. And I feel like you're just receiving a lot of conflict from people who are, just not on the same page, or who even might have some kind of ulterior motives. And we have the Empress, and I feel like the Empress, whatever your actual gender is, does represent you. It is somebody that is extremely creative, somebody who has the ability to make and manifest whatever they want. I just feel like you're in a situation where there's so much conflict and lack of generosity. Clarity on the Empress. 8 of Swords. It feels like whatever this conflict is, whatever this lack of generosity is, I feel like this has started to infect your thoughts. Like it's started to, make you feel like you have limitations that are just genuinely not accurate. Clarity on the 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Yeah, again, conflict. I feel like you're surrounded by a lot of conflict. Fool. Fool is the first major arcana. Fool, you know, is the person who starts the story. It's often, you know, the archetype of the hero, because the hero doesn't know what they're walking into. But I think in particular, I think that there is somebody that is being specifically not generous to you. And I feel like this is something that's actually foolish for them. Yeah. Like, ultimately, like, this is not something that is going to serve this person. I feel like this is something that is going to cost them. I don't know if, like, I don't know who this is. I just know that there's a lot of conflict. Maybe you're finding conflict from many sides. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is somebody who takes actions on logic. Somebody being hasty. I feel like there is some kind of opportunity for a new beginning for you. I feel like you are less restrained and constrained than you actually may think you are. And I feel like you only feel restrained and constrained because of, you know, the not necessarily honorable actions of others. But there's an ability for something to move forward. There's an ability for a new beginning. We have the Two of Pentacles. And Two of Pentacles is like there's something that is deeply out of balance. And there needs to be a choice to balance things. And it's quite possible that you may not be able to balance things with people who are offering to give you nothing or give you so much less than you are worth, you know, who have a lot of conflict with you. But it does seem like things are not balanced, and there is a call for that balance. And we have, sorry I keep on making mouth sounds. I usually don't, but I just seem to be doing it right now. So we have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is somebody that goes after what they want. So, but I feel like, well, this could have been something to represent you, whatever your gender is. I feel like you might be dealing with somebody who's very charismatic. I feel like you might be dealing with somebody who's very charismatic that, you know, is not necessarily looking for the best interest of other people. Yeah. And I feel like this, yeah, I feel like there's something about this that makes you feel stuck. We've got the Fool. There is a new beginning with honesty, clarity, straightforwardness. It's literally a new beginning on top of a new beginning. Two of Cups. This might have to do with something regarding love, but it is a chance for there to be equal give and take. Maybe it's, well, it's not necessarily just equal give and take. It's like meeting someone's emotional needs and their needs, and them meeting your emotional needs, because it's you're both holding the Ace of Cups up to each other. And there's some kind of maybe logical action. There's like a new beginning, and but it might be facing some kind of truth that could be something of a cutting thing, because it's the Swords. Kindness every day. So you may be a very kind person, or maybe you just need to give yourself an opportunity to be around genuinely kind people. Yeah, I feel like there's just conflict, and I feel like there's a need to like put yourself in a position where you can be around just some genuinely kind people. What do you need to know right now, pile number 2? Receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan, to trust my inner guidance. Again, I feel like there is some person or some kind of situation. It could be something romantic. It could even be like a boss or a bit something. But like there's something where you're, not being fairly given to, and you deserve to receive. How are they feeling about you right now? Oh, I'm sorry, I used the wrong one. So, with Tai Chi and luck, I feel like there is some kind of, like, you are inherently an abundant person. It looks like the universe is setting you up to receive, setting you up to give you some kind of luck. I feel like there just may be somebody that's awfully charismatic that doesn't necessarily have your best interest in heart. So I feel like it's like a warning about that, because I think that the universe is trying to like put you in a place where you are extremely receptive to receiving, to getting the kindness you deserve. But I feel like there's just so much of 5 of Swords and 5 of Wands. Move forward. So I feel like the universe is asking you to move forward. Especially if somebody is extremely like withholding, if there is always conflict in some kind of situation, I feel like the universe is asking you to move forward so that you can receive what you actually deserve. What do you need to know right now? We have internet. Embrace the fact that you are the world. Now, there may be something on the internet, using the internet. Maybe there's some way of getting some kind of prosperity there. For some of you, that is the case. But I feel like, I just heard collective unconscious. I feel like you feel limited, but really you are the world. And the universe is trying to get you to a place where you can receive. But you may have some people in your life that are about getting the upper hand all the time, who are, not about generosity. So I think that maybe there's some comfort in knowing you will be able to move forward from that. And that even if you don't know what you're moving forward, what you are moving forward is blessings and happiness. So I feel like you might be dealing with a little bit of a dark night of the soul. You might be dealing with feeling extremely restricted. But and I feel like you might feel really restrictive because of things in your environment. Especially like conflict, especially a lack of generosity. You have the Lady and the Ace of Swords. So the Lady is like the Queen in the tarot, and we have the Ace of Swords, which is about truth, new beginning with truth. So I feel like This is a clarity card. So I feel like there's some kind of clarity that the universe is trying to bring you to, so that you won't limit yourself, even though if other people do try to limit you. It's just not about you. Somebody's bad behavior isn't about you. You're, you're worthy. But I feel like, and there is this thing that you can potentially receive. There is this possible happiness, but there's some need to move forward. We have O and the number 5. 5 is about change and transition. So again, I feel like there's some kind of potential change, especially, like maybe realizing that the things that you believe keep you stuck, they can only keep you stuck if you accept that. And, some things can truly hold you, but it doesn't feel like that's the case. I feel like there is a thought process, maybe that other people instilled by being like bad behaved kind of people, but, that's not you. That's them. We have the lovebirds. We have an olive branch. And we have the hand. The hand is about our own personal responsibility, what we are capable of doing in this world. And it's also about not necessarily taking on what is not your responsibility, like a charismatic person who has bad behavior. We have sister, hermana. So I feel like there is a need to take some kind of responsibility for your actions. And there is also a need for you to not take on responsibility for the actions of other people. You're not responsible for that. We have the lovebirds, so there might be some kind of love. And we have the Fool, taking a risk, a new beginning. Maybe somebody was very foolish in regards to you. And we have the olive branch, 3 of Cups. Now the 3 of Cups, some people call it a third party card. It's not always. I almost feel like there might be a need for you to reach out to friends. Yeah, that's what it feels like. If you have, been dealing with a lot of conflict, been dealing with somebody charismatic, maybe lost touch with friends and other things like that, I feel like there's a need to get back in touch with those people, because I think that you do need to be surrounded by kindness. And I feel like there is some kind of way to move forward, have a real blessing, but also like your new beginning is based in the truth. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, it just matters that it's the truth. So I see you potentially receiving things, but I see that, I feel like you're a little bit besieged. And maybe it's for more than one side. Maybe it's more than one person that's not acting in an ideal way, but it's but I feel like there's an ability for you to jailbreak yourself from anything that's not really on you. I hope that this helps you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running for that. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you. If you want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. So pile number 3, my gorgeous angels. What do you need to focus on right now? What do you need to What do you need to know right now? We got 6 of Wands. There's some kind of success. What do you need to know right now? 5 of Wands. Okay, it does seem like you are facing some kind of conflict, but it is going to be a conflict that you're going to be successful. Because it's literally the 5 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. It's the next progression. 4 of Cups. So there is a chance that you might be so focused on, you might not be focused on the right thing right now. Because the 4 of Cups is a need to focus on what really matters. And not necessarily on the things that don't matter as much. And the King of Swords. So, with the 4 of Cups, there could be some kind of rejection. There could be, but I'm really getting like there's a need for you to see the opportunity. It's like I'm getting this as very much discernment. Like there's a need for like there's success from conflict, but like there's a need to focus on what actually really matters. So if you're getting really distracted in a lot of things, maybe things that you're not happy about, but they're not necessarily things that are going to help you, like there's a need to focus up on what actually matters. When we have the King of Swords, the King of Swords is somebody that is intelligent, potentially a good communicator. Maybe there is a need to use your powerful communication skills. There is maybe also a need to, like, I feel like this success, like there's some part of this intellectualism, this that can lead to success for you. So I feel like universe is just trying to get your eye on, to use a sports metaphor, get your eye on the ball. Because, yeah, there might be things that you're unhappy with, but, like, success is potentially, like, right there for you. As long as you're focused on what you can actually be successful at. And, yeah, you might be dealing with some struggle right now. It's struggle you can overcome. So I feel like you shouldn't worry about that. It's not that you can't overcome the struggle. It's just that you need to, like, be able to discern, like, what opportunities are the right opportunities. What do you need to know right now? Pile number 3, 6 of Pentacles. Abundance, generosity, a potential for what you put out in the world in a positive way to come back to you. What do you want to know right now? 7 of Pentacles. There is a need for you to invest in the future, to plant something that will pay off later. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is somebody that is very capable of creating abundance. Queen of Pentacles is somebody that is loyal, steadfast, dependable. We have a lot of pentacles, so there's a lot of, I feel like if you can keep your eye on the prize, there's a lot of things that are going to show up and there'll be things that you can touch, taste, feel. Like you're not gonna, like, they're going to be very tangible things. 10 of Pentacles, long-term success. And the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is either a changed perspective or a need to have a changed perspective. And I feel like you're being asked to, like, look at things in a different way and be in a place where you're making decisions that are practical and logical. because those decisions may be what will help you discern what is worth messing around with and what isn't. What do you need to know right now? The sun coming out again, blessings. The Emperor. An ability to really have a lot of success, really be able to make, your will upon the universe and make that happen. So I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for you to be somebody who's genuinely very powerful. The Emperor has all the qualities of all the kings. We have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is about fighting for what matters. And I feel like that's the key. Because not everything you're going to be offered is going to be something that actually really matters. Seven of Swords. For some of you, there might be an urge to run away from something. I don't know what this is, or like maybe not confront something. But the Nine of Pentacles, like we've got the Nine of Pentacles, we got the Ten of Pentacles, like there's a need to make sure that you're focusing on what will create stability, abundance. This is the Thief card, so maybe some of you, I do feel like quite a few of you might be like really not wanting to deal with something. And I think that is a potential block to your long-term blessings and success. For those of you where that's not the case, you're going to have to make sure that you're discerning whether or not like certain people in your life are really about you, or they just want something from you. But we do have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, so there's a lot of abundance. This is this is maybe somebody who has the potential to be very, very financially successful. Yeah. So if this is resonating as like you might have somebody in your life that maybe wants something from you but really isn't all about you, you need to choose yourself. If this is you not wanting to confront something, you maybe wanting something like, this is a get rich pile, but this is not a get rich quick pile. This is not a get rich easy pile. This is about like honestly like have laid all the foundation. So so I see abundance and ability to be very powerful, but if there's a part of you that just doesn't want to follow through, or for whatever reason, or there's a part of you that isn't sure that they want to commit to something, or like that's what's not allowing you to have some of these things. So you need to discern what's important, and you need to like stand your ground, plant your feet, and actually fight for what matters to you. If you have the desire occasionally to act like a coward, just know that that's not going to give you this. And if you're dealing with somebody who's like, you know, all about them and just wants something from you, you've got to choose yourself. Thank goodness you're weird, right? There is something that is individual to you, your idiosyncrasies, your own personal weirdness that is part of this success. Love. There is a potential for maybe there to be real love. Maybe this is even success by going after something you love. Freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. So, again, I feel like the Seven of Swords is like a block to the good. And I feel like there might even be a part, like, there may be a part that doesn't want to commit to like what you would have to do to have the success that you want. But, and maybe that's a desire for freedom, but it's actually not what's going to give you the freedom. It's going to be like choosing what will actually create abundance for you. And Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a boss in her own life, somebody who goes after what they want, somebody who is passionate, attractive, fiery. Dropping all the charms. What do you need to know right now? All right, we have the hand. The hand is about our own personal responsibility. And it's also about, like, not necessarily taking on someone else's responsibility. Like, what is your responsibility? And I often think, truly, that taking on, being responsible for ourselves, not anything that's happened to us that is not our responsibility, but how we react, what we do, the choices we make, those are all our responsibility. And I find that there is a lot of freedom in that, even though it seems a little bit, it seems like it's not freedom, but it, from the outside, but it feels free. We've got X, and we have a smile that doesn't reach the eyes. So I feel like maybe there is something going on where, you know, you're just pretending to be okay. But again, like, your struggles are surmountable. They seem to be actually very surmountable. It's just simply making sure that you're focused on the right thing. And maybe fight an urge to run away from things that are a good opportunity for you. Like, there is a part of you that might run away from things that are a good opportunity for you. Again, if this doesn't feel like you, don't take it, but we have daughter in the heart. So this could be about your inner child. This could be about an actual child who has daughter here. We have take some kind of emotional action. We have confidence. We actually have two hats. We have the cowboy hat, we have the red hat, like style, confidence. I feel like your confidence is maybe going to attract other confident people. And we have the bookworm. And we have the King of Swords. So I feel like there's something that is intellectual, something that you should go after, some ability for you to really really have some very significant success. But there may be a part of you that, I don't know if it's afraid of the success or afraid of what you would have to do or the work that you need to put in. But there might be a part of you that, you know, isn't as focused, is maybe focused on things that, you know, didn't go right, didn't happen, you know. But failure is just pre-success. Failure is just the practice you needed to get in before you were able to do the success. It's not a stopping point. So it just feels like there's success that's right there for you. But there's a need for you to choose it. There's a need for you not to avoid it. But it seems like it's going to bring real significant blessings, especially potentially financial ones. So I hope that this helps. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment. Thank you again for everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. It all matters, and I appreciate you all. And if you want to book with me, my email's in the description. Thank you so much. And it's time for my gorgeous pile number 4s. What do you need to know right now? What do you need to know right now? 9 of Wands. The Chariot. King of Pentacles. The Devil. Okay. With the 9 of Wands, when it came out, I just thought exhausted. I feel like you might be, you know, in some kind of place where, you know, you've been fighting. Maybe you've had to fight for a long time. Maybe you're feeling a little bit injured. It does look like there is some kind of potential success and ability to move forward. But we also have Devil, which is attachment, obsession, possible unhealthy coping. Three of Wands. And I feel like there's a need to look to the long term, because the Devil is all about short-term gratification, but it is often at the cost of what the long term is. So I feel like that, or you have maybe felt very stuck. I think that the universe is reminding you that things can definitely pay off in the long term. And it looks like there's some kind of ability for you to be successful, to move forward. Like this is a success, a champion card. King of Pentacles. I mean, some of you might have been dealing with King of Pentacles. Maybe somebody, or some of you might be, some of you might be really trying to create success, are very capable of creating success, but you've been fighting for a long time and you might feel genuinely demoralized. Clarity on the King. Otherwise, maybe some of you are dealing with the King of Pentacles. some kind of passionate action. This is a little confusing. Let's get some clarity on this, because the Knights are about action, Wands are about passion, inspiration. Ooh, okay. I feel like somebody's kept you in the dark about something. This is maybe has caused you some kind of significant burden. Maybe this was somebody that you depended on. Oh, this might have been somebody you depended on, and this might be why you're just, you know, I mean, you're still functioning, but definitely like working injured. So I feel like there's potential manifestation of success. There is, you know, again, a successful card with the Chariot. I feel like the universe is asking you, like, I feel like the universe can feel that you're feeling pretty, like, messed up. That, you know, you're tired of fighting, that, you know, I feel like the universe is also, like, wanting to know that there is some success for you. But I do think that somebody, and this was actually the King of Wands. Now we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, and I feel like somebody has kept you in the dark, and it has caused some potential significant loss for you. And maybe this person is, you know, going after some kind of success. I feel like it seems like you might be dealing with somebody who's just never been really transparent with you, and that this has, I feel like that action has really cost you something. The action of, like, never, like, making anything clear. We do have success for you. We do have, but I feel like whoever, like, really confused you, like, they made it difficult for you. Maybe that was their intention, maybe it wasn't their intention, but it definitely cost you something. Sanctity. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can be a sacrament. So I feel like there is an ability for you to be in touch with the divine. Childhood home. Remember where you're from and who you really are. Feel like there's an ability for you to, like, passionately move forward, and maybe a need to remind yourself who you are. Celestial teacher. So there is some kind of opportunity for greater knowledge, greater divine connection. But I feel like you just you feel really, truly emotionally beat up. I feel like whatever somebody was doing, they you know, have not made anything clear to you, and I feel like there's maybe something to be learned from the situation, but mostly I feel like don't just because somebody has taken actions, maybe even because there's some kind of attachment, don't forget what actually matters for you and matters for your future. Don't forget who you are because of somebody else's actions. What do you need to know right now? Creation. All right, it might be hard right now because I feel like there's a lot of exhausted energy, a lot of just feeling overwhelmed, beaten up, like, you know, fighting tired. But there's some kind of ability for you to go after some kind of inspiration, something that maybe is really, truly guided in your highest and best good, some kind of creative pursuit. The game is to be sold, not told. Don't give your talents away for free. We have that on top of creation. Some of you have some kind of talent that you can or probably should be monetizing. This is up to you. Like, there's an opportunity and some kind of success here. But guidance. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. There's a lot of divine cards here. Sanctity, guidance, spiritual teacher. So, and whoever this person is, they seem to be a person of the 3D, of, you know, a little bit more earthly. So I feel like literally the king of earth. So I feel like you're exhausted, but there's a way forward for you. The universe is offering you guidance. And there's maybe an urge to show what you can do and also profit from what you can do. What do you need to know right now, pile 4? You have the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is generosity, abundance in the 3D world, in our observable reality. So I feel like there is an opportunity through the spiritual to have things balance in our more earthly plane. We have the 5 of Cups. You may be facing a loss. You may be facing lack. Some things have fallen over, but there is still those 2 of Cups standing. There's still a silver lining. There is still happiness, potential for happiness, an ability to get your cups filled. And there is the Empress. The Empress is also an extremely creative person. There's a lot of creativity here. There is a lot of attracting abundance to you. But I feel like there is maybe an attachment, maybe something that is no longer healthy. Maybe because, like, yeah, I feel like there has been somebody and they have made everything unclear. But that's not up to you. I feel like what's up to you is, like, there's this whole spiritual journey. There is real abundance. And I feel like there's a need to take the talents, the blessings that you've been given, and make them work for you. We have heartbreak. So I feel like this is difficult because you have or are currently experiencing some kind of heartbreak. This doesn't have to be somebody who is a love interest. This could be just anybody who is actually, anybody that was supposed to be there for you. Some of you, this could even be like a father figure. For some of you, this is a father figure. Maybe somebody that was supposed to be there for you, but instead wasn't. So it might make it hard, and maybe this is something that is a struggle still. This is still a heartbreak, but with the Empress, this is the highest and best version of yourself. Like, I feel like whoever this person is has significantly missed out on the awesomeness that is you. We have the Rose, and that is about appreciation. And we have the Quartz, which is about clarity. I feel like you've taken some losses, you're hurt, and you might be like in a place where you maybe don't feel very safe opening up. But like, some things are lost, not all is lost. And through some kind of spiritual knowledge, guidance, and going after your own creative pursuits, like, whoever should have been generous to you but was not, like, it's not going to matter, because you're going to receive the abundance. The scales are going to balance. We have Anchor, which is about grounding things. And we have the Dragon. The Dragon is very strong, very magical. The Dragon can sometimes hoard things. But I feel like whatever has happened, I feel like there's a lot of spirituality going on here, and I feel like it has brought you a lot of strength and power. And even though, like, you might be just exhausted with the experience, that at some points have been really unhealthy for you. It's just, and maybe there's an opportunity to take that cycle and use it in your whatever creative process. It's like, some of you, it's like, writing a song that gets you rich about a boyfriend that did you wrong. Just like, I feel like there's an ability for there to be some kind of abundance. Yeah. New beginning, instability. We do have the Daughter in a heart. Why is the Daughter here? Some of you could be an inner child. Some of you can be an actual child. We have anxiety, fear. I feel like you've had some tough experiences. And I feel like because of that, because of some kind of heartbreak, because of somebody who never made anything clear to you, like, these are things that are really impacting you right now, but things are still moving forward towards your success. You are still working towards being the absolute best version of yourself. And, maybe you won't have everything, like, maybe there's going to be some loss, maybe there's going to be regret, but not everything is lost. There's still an opportunity for a brand new, stable beginning. opportunity for real practical balance. So as unstable as things are right now, or they might be, you know, like there's an opportunity for things to be really, really stable and secure. And I do feel like whoever this person is, whether it's romantic, whether it's a family member, whether it's, you know, somebody who just, you know, was put on your path to do right by you and maybe didn't do that, because everybody got free will. Especially since it's the King to the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like there's, just know that that you are still being guided towards a path of abundance. And maybe your challenge right now is moving forward emotionally. From somebody who wasn't dependable. From somebody who, I mean, may have even had the capability of doing that, but they just, like, they didn't live up to the best versions of themselves. I feel like you dealt with somebody who ran from something that they should have invested in. But whatever it is, whoever this person is, you're still headed for long-term security. You're still headed towards long-term success. And yeah, whoever this is, it's like they've lost out on that. Yeah. I feel like you might have taken some independence from somebody who, for whatever reason, you know, didn't do right by you. And you're moving towards success. And it's going to be a success that you can touch, taste, and feel. It's going to be a success that shows up on this plane of existence. It's not going to be like, it's going to be significant success. So I'm getting like you might have had a little bit of a hard time. And you might, I feel like some of you are, with that Five of Cups, are really like grieving that. But you're not ultimately the person that's gonna miss out here. You're still going to have significant success. If this is a relationship, like you're still going to have something that is steady, sturdy, lasts the test of time. It just feels like maybe there was somebody that was in your life, maybe somebody that had some kind of contract that was maybe supposed to be somebody that was helpful in your life, and I don't think that they actually did that. Because by the time they got around to you, it's like that's just not what they did. And it's not, and it does feel like it's hard to open up, and it's like I feel like there's a lot of exhaustion and pain, but like there's real success, real happiness for you. and a reminder that you should go after what you're passionate about. And more importantly, use your gifts to give you your gifts, your talents, to give you some kind of success, because I see, like, whatever happens, you succeeding. So I hope that this helps. I deeply appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you do want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. And if you want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers. So be subscribed and comment if you want to be a part of that. Thank you so much.